Now, this might come across as being harsh, and I'm being guilty of this so many times, but scope creep is more often your fault, not the client's. It's our fault because we don't say no. We don't have a clear mandate going in. We fall into the trap sometimes when we're taking on works or a scope of work because deliverables are often vague. They're sort of described, not prescribed. And I know there's a balance to it, I know. Expectations are unclear. Those expectations might be more, actually recently, oh, we need you to travel. I want to say travel, it's 1,000 kilometres from where I live in about a 48-hour notice. So that to me is scope creep. I wasn't prepared for that. Communications are inconsistent. So again, people working on one part of a project, it's not articulated clearly if something should change or even given clarity to what it is we're doing and working towards. Scope creep, when you get more experience, you start to sense things. The speed in which a client wants you to sign up and get moving on the project. Or we need you here now because the project's in a particular phase that we need additional people. There's another thing here. When you talk about scope creep, you'll start to see we need more people. And we also know too, more people doesn't exponentially mean you're going to address that by a factor of the number of people you hire. But please think about this. Scope creep. You going into a job, you don't have to say no to the work, but you can at least call out the fact that, look, this wasn't in the scope of what we agreed to do. However, let me work on it for a day and see if we can get it back on track. If not, I will need to put a variation in. See, they're the sorts of little things you can do versus, sorry, mate, that's scope creep. Here's a variation. You'll find your market will start to evaporate pretty quickly if you have that attitude. Things happen, things go wrong, things go right. But how you navigate it through your own professionalism, but it does come back to this whole sentence. Scope creep is usually your fault. You haven't anticipated it or you've allowed it to happen. And it's like a cancer, scope creep. Once it starts and you say yes, and when you say yes implicitly or explicitly by doing the work or not doing the work, by doing the work, you're actually saying it's okay. And that is where, and I've been caught myself, but that's where a lot of contractors and consultants get caught out. It's different if you're on time, if you're on the clock, but if you're against a milestone, scope creep is something you don't want to entertain at all.